We will start off by preheating our oven to 180 degrees Celsius. So this is our oven. I am from the US, which we have much different ovens, so I'm just learning how to use this too, but let's go together. So first what you do is you pick what you want, what mode you want it on. We're going to pick this because this is the normal oven, and we're going to pick our temperature next. And our temperature is 180. So we will go right about here. And then we will turn on our timer. And now our oven is set to preheat. Starting off is our bowl, which is what we'll need. And the first thing we need is 1 cup of gluten-free flour. I chose buckwheat flour because it's pretty easy and it tastes like normal flour. It's gluten-free, it's much better for you, and this is our flour base for today. 1 cup of gluten-free flour. Next we will do 3 tablespoons of sugar, and it says powdered sugar, but I use a more refined sugar that is like powdered sugar, but use what you can find, and this is our sugar. 2, 3. Voila. Next, we will put in half a tablespoon of baking powder. And now we will do a little bit, like a pinch of salt. Mix up our dry ingredients. Now that this is all mixed up, we will add our cinnamon. I recommend to add about 2 small spoonfuls, so about 2 teaspoons to get extra cinnamon flavor. Now it is time for the wet ingredients. Now we will do half a cup of water. Add that in. And now we will add our last wet ingredient, 1 egg. Good job. And now we mix our wet ingredients until we get a good doughy texture for our bread. Our next step is just to get a simple baking loaf pan, and all we need to do is just grease it with some cook spray. Next, just get a paper towel and go over and line and just move it around the outside, the sides, and just all around. Now it is time to fill the dough into the thing. And what I like to do for the middle of it is I will use some granulated sugar and some cinnamon and make my own cinnamon sugar to put in between the loaf of breads. Now that we got that in there, we will now mix it up and make our own cinnamon sugar. Now that is done. Now we will pour about half of our batter into the pan. Here we go. About half of our batter will go into the pan. And we'll just let that whoosh around there, whoosh it around, and get it to all dimensions of the pan. And now we will sprinkle some of our homemade cinnamon sugar in on top of this, just slightly on top. Just keep doing that until you've got most of the dimensions done. Now we will add the other half of our batter over what we just freshly cinnamon coated, and we will let that spread around too. Now we have the other half of our batter on top, so we're gonna add more cinnamon sugar on top. Now that we got the rest of our cinnamon sugar on top, we can finally put it in our oven. Now we will put it in the oven. Now that we got it in the oven, we will set a timer for about 17 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 17 minutes. Now we got that going. 17 minutes definitely wasn't long enough, so I think we'll put it in for about another 5. Now our bread is done, and we will be taking it out of the oven with my pincher cloth. Now we will let cool for 10 minutes before consumption. Thank you for watching my video, and this is the end of Baking Wellness with Anna. Bye!